Why are you here? Not just why you're here tonight, but why you're alive. What are you doing on this planet? I'd like to make a suggestion. You're here to learn to have fun. Now, a lot of people in hearing that think, oh, that's a little bit frivolous. It could even be ostentatious. The thing is, a lot of us hold on to problems and issues because we want to seem deep. We want to seem like we've got some substance. And we think that fun is a frivolous thing that just, it's not important. But isn't winning fun? Isn't succeeding fun? There's a lot of things that we do in our lives which develop who we are. Do you remember being a child on the playground? Did you learn better in the classroom when it was a structured environment or when you're playing with your mates? When you try to educate your child, if you're very serious and you talk to them, it doesn't come across as well as when you play a game with them. If you explain something through a fun mechanism, playing a game, drawing pictures, showing them a movie, it's a lot easier for them to understand and learn things. You noticed when you were 5, coloring inside the lines was fun. It was really cool. You got a sense of accomplishment and success from this. When you're 16 or 17, there's other things that are more fun, but we won't go into those now. When you're older, you find that having interesting conversations with people and interacting, building relationships through amazing conversations and having fun topics to talk about, that's fun. Some people never get out of the adolescence phase. They drink too much. Again, we won't go there. Hopefully you've got out of the coloring inside the lines thing, because that's not particularly fun anymore. As we grow, we learn to develop our skill at being the originator of fun. This is not being the one who knows where the hot parties are, where all the cool people hang out, but turning the things that we do into fun. In business, Dale Carnegie said that if there's no fun, success is unlikely. Now the reason for this is that who here knows about the company Google? It's a big company, right? What do? They create fun in the workplace because it makes the employees more creative. They've got a climbing wall. At the top of the climbing wall, they've got a computer, which means that while the guy's climbing up, if he has an incredible idea, he can put it in at the top. He doesn't have to work at a desk, at a cubicle all the time. Because when we're having fun, we think outside the conventional box and we learn to do things differently. Again, for the parents, being a parent can be an incredible amount of fun if you let it be. I remember watching my son when he was about 2, playing with a light switch and doing this, and he's just for about 10 minutes, he's sitting there switching it on and switching it off. It was just fascinating for him. I went to see Shark Boy and Lava Girl with my son. It was the biggest bomb of the year. This was an abysmal movie. The critics rated it as the bomb of the year. And yet I found it incredibly fun. It was in 3 dimensions, and my son wore the glasses, and the delight on his face, watching the characters running around in 3D, and missiles shooting over his head. It was fantastic. And the fun for me was watching the delight on his face. In your relationships, who wants a dour, structured, hard relationship? Who wants a fun relationship? Who wants to be able to laugh? Enjoy amazing conversations, talk about anything. Be totally yourself with your partner. Isn't that fun? How many times have you seen people in relationships that are very serious, very precise? I just want to hear one word, yes. Okay, for me that's not fun. The thing is, as we progress in our lives, what is fun changes for us. It's not the same thing all the time. Again, when you were 6 or 5, or if you were very advanced, 4, coloring inside the lines was a lot of fun. Playing with dolls or army men, shooting guns, plastic guns, was a lot of fun then. It's probably not that much fun now. How many times have you shied away from having fun in your work or in your social life because, let's look at a scenario. You arrive somewhere and somebody says to you, how was your day? And you say, oh, my day was so much fun, it was awesome. We live in a squeaky wheel society. What happens? They turn around and they go, oh, I'm glad you had fun. My day was a nightmare. It was terrible. And then they trot out all the squeaky stuff that happened in their day. This is not a way to interact with people on a more human level. Because if that's all you do, eventually when they see you coming, it's, ooh, there's the guy who bitches and complains all the time. We have people like that in our lives. To have a balance in your friendships and your relationships, you need to have fun. Learning is fun. Donnie is a perpetual student. He is always learning. Why are we here today, tonight? To have fun. We learn so much better when we have fun. The table topics are fun. This is a fun environment. We chirp, we make comments all the way through the evening. There's always somebody saying something fun and wacky. And of course tonight we're having fun because we're playing dress up. Dave? Playing dress up, Dave?
Yes.
Yes, excellent.
Yes, I'm watching the team.
The whole thing is that we learn far more when we have fun. We also develop ourselves. As we set goals in our lives, it's a lot of fun achieving them. Does anybody think it's fun to set a goal and not achieve it? No. The trick here is to learn to become the originator of fun. For many of us, we grew up in an environment where we try to find the fun parties, we try to find fun people. To the degree that you are bored and you're not having fun, it's because you don't have an imagination. There are a lot of things you can do with your imagination. At school, in standard 6, I was incredibly bored, all the time. Anybody else was bored at school? Wow, only 5 people, that's really cool. The rest of you had a lot of fun at school. Fantastic, I love that. Now, I got so bored that what I used to do all the time is every time the teacher spoke, I used to listen to what they said, what they meant, which is not necessarily what they said, what they didn't say, but yet they used those words. The picture, what they said, created in my head, and of course, the dirty meaning, which means everything they said was absolutely hysterical. If you listen to the people around you, and you listen to what they say, you will realize that half the stuff they say is not what they meant. What I would urge you to do is to go out, and when you wake up tomorrow morning, before you get out of bed, scratch yourself a little bit, wiggle a little bit, whatever you need to do, but visualize the end of your day. Imagine lying down at the end of the night going, oh, what an amazing day, it was so much fun. And then make the choice, get up and make it happen. So make everything in your life fun. It's a skill. It's something that's going to take your entire life to demonstrate, to learn how to do properly. So why are you here? You're here to learn to have fun.